I believe and I trust in God.
Okay.
What I'm doing is the right thing.
Right.
And I think God will protect me, will protect my family.
That was Muhammad Yusof bin Hussein. He has been an independent, non-executive director for many companies and sat on many boards. So I asked Yusof, what are the ethical or financial risks that he will look at when he's covering a company's procurement policy, or when he's looking at a company's procurement policy? Mr. Yusof will share the response he got from a particular vendor when he had to stand his ground. You know, some vendors are going to think that you are being difficult when you have to be honest and transparent. Some vendors are going to think that it is not easy to do business with you. Look at how Mr. Yusof had dealt with this vendor. I think that's very applaudable of what you did, but it will become a very unpopular stand. While it is a stand of integrity, you would have had to face, I want to be very careful when I say this, you would have to face your colleagues, maybe even your superiors,
Yes.
who would have come and told you that you're making things very difficult. You're making work very difficult,
Yeah.
right? So in those situations, how did you manage those conversations?
What you said is very true, Josh. I was even worried about my own personal safety,
At that point,
at that point.
right?
And at that time, I already had 3 children. They were very young,
Okay,
school-going children and all that.
right.
And my wife was working. So I was thinking about their personal safety.
Okay,
I worried about it. But I took it philosophically. I said, I believe and I trust in God.
okay,
What I'm doing is the right thing.
right,
And I think God will protect me, will protect my family.
right. And clearly
I
he
went
did.
along that basis.
Right,
And I never informed my superiors, about retaining all this and all that, But I told them specifically, dia kata, I'm sorry, Encik Yusof. Kata, I heard what you're telling me now. I promise you, I will never do this again. I said,
Okay.
Thank you very much.
okay,
And the irony of it all, Josh, after a year of them dealing with me, not one of them dared to make any offer to me.
It's been 25 years since Malaysia has had corporate governance into its business practices, of course, and they want to be responsible in their business practices.
Right.
As an independent non-executive director, I'm sure a lot of things, a lot of skills are sought out for, right? But is integrity, transparency, and honesty a skill that they look out for as well? 25 years after corporate governance has already been implemented in business practices. They do?
Yes.
All right.
You are plumb right.
And it has value.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
Right? So when you go into a company as an independent non-executive director, when you see certain things were not right, procurement policies, purchasing policies, and you have to go and speak to someone in the organization, probably it's the board, otherwise it's a head of department. How do you have that conversation? Now, before we walk into the fire, let's talk about the armor. When I talk about liability, compliance, corporate governance, it keeps a lot of directors and chairmen and vice presidents awake at night. You cannot navigate this minefield alone. You need a partner who knows the terrain. That is why I want to give a massive shout out to our sponsor for this video, Gap Advisory. Gap Advisory is a company secretary firm that are more than just paper pushers. They are your governance backbone. Whether you're looking at entity formation or business establishment, or you're navigating the complex waters of compliance and secretarial services, Gap Advisory have you covered. So they are the ones that will put your systems in place so that you don't have to worry about the regulators or law enforcers knocking at your company doors. Don't wait for a crisis to find a good company secretary. Check out Gap Advisory and secure your foundation. Now, I'm going to leave more information about Gap Advisory down below the comments. Now let's get back to the conversation.
Let me start off by saying this. When I mentioned the pillars of corporate governance, you were spot on to say that integrity, credibility, transparency, and all that, must exist in any good INET.
Right.
If you don't have that, my advice is don't be an INET.
Right.
Unless you want to be an INET for something else, because of the money.
Sure.
Because today, remuneration of independent directors are very high.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
You actually can survive, a
By
good
being
life
an INET.
and have a very good life by holding maybe even 2 or 3 posts of independent director in different companies. Not like 25 years ago when it first started, it was very small. It's like 24,000 a year.
Right.
Today, the minimum, even a small company, will pay you at least 60,000. The
A year.
medium-sized company, yes. And that excludes meeting allowances.
Okay.
And,
All right.
and a medium-sized company will easily pay you over 120,000. The best paymaster sector is finance,
Right.
plantation.
Right.
Those are the 2 biggest.
Okay.
So in order to be what I call an independent, good non-executive director, you have, I don't want to use the word braved. I think you have to, because you must uphold to that word transparency.
Yes.
In other words, you have to be totally honest,
Yep.
totally truthful,
Yep.
especially if you are a member of the audit committee. Because problem will be raised at audit committee meeting where I was the chairman by the internal audit department, by the external auditors, by head of department, and the question then, what do I do? Do I say, hey, guy, this is natural, things like this happen, just hide it under the carpet, That would be the easiest way to solve the problem.
Okay.
But unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Again, this is where I think to be an effective and a very good independent non-executive director, you have to be totally truthful. You have always got to think about, whatever I want to do, whatever I want to say is right and for the good of it.
Now that was a very interesting conversation that we had with Mr. Yusof. We spoke about procurement. We spoke about difficult conversations that we've had to have. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your comments below on what you thought about this video. Also, do share with us the topics that you would like us to talk about, because there could be certain things that you are not aware about that maybe through my conversation with those professionals could shed some light. So do share in the comments below, in the comment box below, who you would like to see being interviewed, what you would like to find out about their job function, that role, or their responsibility. Thank you so much for watching Unfiltered Business. My name is Josh G, and I will see you in my next episode.